Mardi soir.
What's happening? Welcome back to another episode of What's Happening Slim. Today I got a very special guest. I'm here with the Colonel. You'll never know his face, but just know he's ready for war.
You know me well.
Hello. Hello. And I'm here with, who else we here with?
Pedro 3000, what's happening? What's happening, my followers and all our followers? What it do? What up, Big Kurt? What up, Shizzy? You know where we going?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, so today on this episode, like I got a guy, the Colonel. He's a jack of all trades. He
master of none.
He pay attention to all sports, anything, politics, financial literacy. He's a jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna say he's knowledgeable of in all things.
I keep an ear down.
In all things. But he say, what'd you say?
I keep an ear down on everything.
Yeah, I keep an ear down. I keep an ear down, like a donkey ear.
Down to the tracks.
Yeah, like a donkey ear.
On the youngest, man. Keep an ear down, you will.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So I want to ask y'all how y'all day been going.
Man, great, man. As you know, nigga, I called you at like 1, 2 in the morning on PT time because I was so geeked about the logo. Not trying to tell everybody about it, but yeah, I was just geeked about that, so I ain't been asleep.
I ain't gonna lie, my wife said, he don't know you be asleep by 9:30?
No, he do know.
I said no. I said no, he know that. I said, I don't know why he called. Like,
no, you know why I did. That's our way of sending our postcard.
Right.
You don't have to answer me. You can actually roll over in your dream and scratch her and all that. As soon as you open your eyes and you be like, oh damn, that's Big Kurt. Oh damn, that's Joe. These my business partners. These my partners, my brothers.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get right back. You gonna get right back. And here we go.
So Colonel, how was your day today?
I've been trying to rest since we work all week, so we try to chill. But of course, the kids got other ideas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Daughter had to go to work in the morning. My younger one up getting on my nerves. My wife was gone, we was doing the typical thing. I think just cleaning up, typical weekend thing, man. Getting ready for the fights tonight.
Oh, see, I ain't even know it was no fights tonight. You know it was fights tonight?
It is, bro. Like, we gotta stay tuned into that type of shit. But go ahead, Kurt, tell them about that shit.
See, I don't know. I'm thinking about UFC right now, but yeah. I'm sure it's some type of boxing matches tonight. But yeah, UFC got some fights going on tonight. It's a fight night. Next week's a full pay-per-view, so it's gonna be a real good one. But I try to catch every weekend.
Once again, we trying to get sponsored by FanDuel. I'm out there putting in my bets. I got my UFC bets going on. I got that NBA going on today. But the main event will be Super Bowl Sunday, baby. Who y'all got?
That's definitely the main events. The Chiefs, the 49ers.
Right.
It's hard to bet against Pat Mahomes.
Hey, but I was
under any circumstance. Now, remember, we was coming up. I was a 49er fan for the most part. Because remember, I didn't really live here.
Hey, look, when Kurt was running around with that 49er shit, I had on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey for fucking Warren Sapp, Representative Warren Sapp, and all y'all went on my shit.
Yeah,
all y'all went on my shit.
Right. But you ain't live here, so you was...
I was able to pick. Yeah. I'm from West Virginia, so I can just pick anybody.
But I wouldn't say, I ain't gonna lie.
Big Joe Montana fan.
I wouldn't say that you was from West Virginia.
I was just there. I was just there. You're right.
Yeah, you from Merle.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, but you was just in West Virginia.
Most definitely. I was born here.
Oh, no. This is what I wanted to ask y'all. So, who do y'all have in the Super Bowl?
In the Super Bowl,
because that's good. That's going.
Man, I feel like
I'm gonna let Kurt take it first because I asked you.
And why? Why do you have that team?
I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think in general, playoff ball, you got to run the ball, you got to play defense.
Okay.
You're the number one defense in the country.
McCaffrey do the goddamn thing.
You got the number one defense in the country, arguably, and definitely the number one running back in the country.
Let's stop that.
You know,
let's stop that shit. Let's stop that right there. Let's throw in a little in the cap because listen, neither one of them teams was the top fucking defensive teams in the league, bro. It was the motherfucking it was Detroit, it was Chicago, Houston, and Miami.
No, bro.
Let's keep thousand because right now the ratings on both of these teams' defense that's in the Super Bowl are like 6.5. And they sacks, they average maybe like 1 or 2 sacks a fucking game. It was people averaging 6 fucking sacks a game, bro.
Well, fewest points allowed. Ravens was number 1. Like I said, you got top defenses in this game.
See what I'm saying?
Kansas City was number 2, and San Francisco was number 3. I mean that's you got 2 of those teams in the Super Bowl, and one of them was last week. So that tell you defense win championships, right?
No, fact.
If I got to pick who got the stars on defense, you know, who got the stars on Kansas City been playing real tough. They've been going in there, but you know, San Francisco to put it together, they're tough. And there's no question who has the best running back in the country. So I think I'm gonna have to pick Christian McCaffrey. So I think I'm gonna have to pick the 49ers. Although it's stupid to bet against Patrick Mahomes, just stupid.
So
he's a killer.
So who you got?
Man, Big Kirk agreed. Like McCaffrey, the shit. But peep this though, see how the fuck Pachinko for Kansas City? It's like they didn't let him play a lot to save him for this moment. So he might end up being one of the greatest running backs by the time this shit is over with.
You think so?
Been hurt.
But how can you? How long you been in the league?
Who McCaffrey? I don't know what.
But at the same
5,
time,
6
how can
years,
he be
maybe?
how can he be the greatest?
I wouldn't put him as the greatest yet, but he's certainly the best quarterback in the league and best running back in the league this year.
This is their moment. But if Pacheco beat McCaffrey out and McCaffrey been doing it all year, that's bullshit. I mean, but this is what it is. Yeah. You get your shine, your moment right now. Mm-hmm. The Super Bowl, my guy.
Big players, big games.
Mm-hmm.
Big games.
Big players, big games.
Are you him, Z? So I'm going 49ers, bro.
Okay.
I'm going 49ers. And why? I'm an underdog. I love the underdogs. We all are underdogs. We come from the bottom and we sitting right on the top of the cup. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a fact. And that's a fact. So
actually, McCaffrey been around for a minute.
A minute?
Yeah.
How long you been in the league?
8 years.
8 years?
Apparently, he was in Carolina 6 years. I didn't know he was in Carolina.
He was in Carolina.
I didn't know he was in Carolina that long. But he was in Carolina.
The reason McCaffrey was not getting shine like he was supposed to because they had the wide receiver Steven, bro. Do you remember Steven? You remember that nigga?
No, I don't.
Who? Steve Smith?
Lit, bro.
You said Steve Smith?
Smith. I think that's him.
Oh, yeah, Steve Smith.
Yeah, Steve Smith. Oh, yeah.
So he didn't get shine because of Smith, bro. Like, it was all on the catches, touchdowns. The nigga aggressive than the defense as a wide receiver. Oh, he's big. Like, they just kept talking about him, bro. But McCaffrey was running the shit out that ball, bro.
Yeah, he scored 15 touchdowns his third year. Just rushing.
Just rushing?
Yeah, I think it's just rushing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, just rushing. He was going in.
Yeah, see, I'm more of a basketball type of guy.
He had 4 catching that year.
Shout out to Mental on through Athletics, too.
You know, I've been slacking on my basketball a little bit. You know me, I feel like I don't pick it up till after the Super Bowl, man.
Shout out to all my favorite podcasts. Shay, Club Shay, you know, who else we fuck with? Gillian Wallow.
Yeah, Gillian Wallow.
I like Gillian Wallow.
Of course.
Yeah. The podcast on Matt Bonds and them joints.
The Pivot, Gilbert,
Up in Smoke. Gillian Wallow is $1 million worth of game.
$1 million worth of game. And what's the
Nori?
Drink Champs.
That's Drink Champs.
Smoke Champs. Yeah, we
with all of them.
Yeah, we with all of them.
Move it all
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry, Joe.
I like
Don't
Jesus
get us. Don't
Slims.
get us
That's
like that,
different,
Joe.
but I like
Jesus
it.
and
Mr.
Pharaoh
It's
as
Buttons,
well.
funny. It's just I've been watching
me up.
his
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube.
I've been fucking with you since then. So you are my guy. You're a guru.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I've been watching
But
his YouTube.
I like to throw a main topic out there, bro, because this junk been all over everything, bro.
I was gonna throw one out there, but you do yours first. No, you do yours first. Go ahead.
What's going on with Taraji P. Henson and Oprah and them? What's going on with that?
From what I've seen,
it's tied into a lot of stuff. It's tied into
So what I've seen is they trying to call a lot of people gatekeepers and holding the bag down. But just like and I apologize, I seen the video, just like somebody said, you took that job. You had your agent write that contract. You knew what you was getting. So now you can't cry about it. Like either you just like who sung Lion King? Who sung Lion King?
I don't know.
Shout out
ATL.
A newer one?
ATL. No, the Lion King.
Was it female or male? I have no clue. I have no clue.
Who in ATL? Soft ass voice. I don't mean to say it.
Female or male? I mean, I have no
Male,
clue.
male.
I have no clue. Usher?
No, he was in.
I'm thinking about ATL.
He was in ATL the movie.
He was in ATL the movie.
Jason Weaver.
Jason
Weaver.
I'm sorry, Jay. Hey, big shout
Yeah,
out
my
to
bad,
Jay.
Jason Weaver.
No, but hey, you the one figuring it out though.
I ain't mean to say soft ass voice. I mean, you do got a soft ass voice.
He got soft voice. That's why the ladies love it.
Yeah, but
that's
we fuck with you, Jason Weaver. But just like his mother, didn't take that upfront money, and she took that back end.
Yeah.
Take the back end on the movie if you believe in your project. If you believe in your project, take that back end money, and that way you don't have nothing to worry about. You ain't getting no upfront money.
I remember 50 Cent said some guy that was with him. You know, excuse that.
You ain't.
But I remember him saying something about a guy took $50,000 over like 2 or 3% of or whatever percent, 1%, even 1% of Get Rich and Die Trying.
His DJ. What's his DJ? What's 50 Cent DJ name?
Who Kid? Who was that? Who Kid?
Nah, it wasn't Who Kid.
At the time, it was somebody else.
DJ Who Kid?
Nah, it wasn't Who Kid. It was the other Shy Money.
Shy Money.
Shy Money XL.
Okay.
Shy Money XL. That's what it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, no disrespect. Them street
what are you gonna do with that?
No disrespect. Even 50, bro. Shout out to Power and everything, but real men from the streets, which our little cousins and shit to call us street niggas. They're 50 of them street niggas, bro. All that shit was street business to me, but they just did it the legit way,
right?
And because they opened up doors. That's all I can say.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't think of it as street business.
Because I know neither one of these niggas I'm sitting there in the podcast gonna let that happen.
What am I supposed to do?
You're not about to let 50 just walk.
Boy, I don't have any funnel in here. What are you talking about?
So what do y'all think?
You have
right, so I seen on the news this morning where they passing a bill where they pretty much to me, they what do you call it, TJ? What do you call it when you bring back a law?
Boosting the crime rate.
You're gonna boost the crime rate, but I'm trying to think.
Is it law now and it's supposed to expire? Sometimes laws expire. So is it a law that's
jump out law? So it was a 90 jump
or
out
was it a law that they got rid of?
Yeah,
and then now they
bringing it back.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I guess that's a good. Yeah.
So what do y'all think about them reinstating that jump out law where they could just, if you in a group of 2 or more, then they could just jump out and search you?
Okay. Now that's just in DC, right?
Yeah, it's in DC.
All that shit is backed up by funding. Everything that goes on with whatever they got to do to get implemented for us in the streets or for us as working people, it was a budget cut.
Dramatic.
Just remember that. Always remember that. So them jump out boys had to have a budget to get paid, and when that money was gone, they was gone.
But my whole thing is right.
I mean,
my whole thing is right. So it could be me, you, my brother, right?
Right.
It could be the Colonel. That's my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
and we could be standing there talking about our next podcast ideas, and we just outside. They could pull up on us and harass us, throw us up on a gate, and we ain't doing nothing wrong.
Oh, stop. Number one, we outside and we 3 deep, we gang.
Yeah, we was hiding a Slim gang.
Because the first, remember, I don't know if these laws are diminished or they went away. But Big Kirk can contest to this. You can contest to this. 1 or 2 or 3 people sitting on their front or standing outside on the sidewalk with a white T-shirt, and a ball cap. No matter what city you're in, you are fucking gang, bro. They did that first in the beginning, before you even got gang tattoos, before we even knew what a BDGD was, before we even knew what a Blood Crip was, before Uncle Mike sat down and taught us about the Black Panthers.
Right.
Told us that we was a gang and we couldn't lauder in front of our place of residence.
Right.
So let's clear that up. So everybody won't get confused. So these youngers won't be
So what I'm hearing from you is that we shouldn't complain when we already know what it is. We already know the law. We already know that I bet if they got these laws, we shouldn't be.
All right, so look, remember
right?
when we get harassed
in the
first,
worst
right?
case scenario.
So it's kind of like we were supposed to be the ones that like got the noose around our neck, so the next generation won't do it or they'd be fearful of doing it. Bro, that shit ain't do nothing but escalate. Look at a video, look at a stepping video or a drill video or just a semi kind of gangster type video.
Right.
It's hundreds, 50 to 100 motherfuckers. And I'm not going to say just niggas. I'm going to say whites, blacks, whatever going on in a fucking video with masks on. With that fat shit. You hear me? And is that not, I guess being rebellious? Is that not being rebellious? Or they just made us move into...
that's not being rebellious to me. That's being, it depends on the movement. If you being militant, there's a difference between being rebellious and being militant. I can take the boot camp clip.
Whoever the fuck, they smoking on Joshy back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the day. Like I don't get that shit, and I don't condone that shit. And I told you before, I wasn't gonna interview any young rapper that's talking about he's smoking on somebody. But now I see, and I know I'm gonna get eaten up in the comments. I see now that niggas love bullshit.
Hey,
like if I'm trying to get a young artist and shine on his music and interview him, they don't care about that. But the minute I post that a DoorDasher left a nasty note in somebody's bag, that joint get over 2,000 views.
Yeah, negativity says. I mean, nobody. So saying. Nobody looks online or whatever, looks for the planes that just land all day. But one crashes, then everybody's ready to. You know what I mean?
Every little joint that crash.
We want to see the crash.
We
want to see the crash.
We want to see the crash.
But that's
one crash.
Yeah, that one crash, and he said it perfectly.
He said.
Think
about what he said. Like
I think you still got to stay original.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do
to yourself. Like you can't true to yourself because that you can always be there
and be aware.
And you're the best at being that, right?
And I ain't even just talking about blacks. I'm talking about everybody, bro. As a human being, we keep like Monique said, we keep repeating the same shit. That's why we gonna keep getting the same results. So, for instance, a person like Eddie Murphy, shout out to Eddie Murphy, brought this to my eyesight before. Before I ever seen Coming to America, I've never seen blacks in a group of dancing, I've never seen blacks in a group of courtship. I've never seen blacks in suits unless I went to church with Granny. Right across the street on 1303 Belmont Street.
You never seen the arms?
I put it on my mother.
So you never seen the arms?
I mean, the Wiz. You say you never seen black people in suits?
To myself, like,
you ain't never see the Wiz. You never seen the movie Cotton Club.
Listen.
You never seen
Harlem Nights.
If you really watch the Wiz,
they were dressed in Harlem
really
Nights.
Watch the Wiz and pay attention to what they want us to pay attention to. No, you do not see a group of me, Sean, Kurt, and everybody in a group.
Oh, you talking about choreography? You got what's the joint that they was dancing at? They came up Baloo. Come on, give it to me, man. They was up Baloo.
Coming to America was the first time I ever seen it, bro. I can't think of it. I'm gonna think of it. Man, look, man.
The dancing joint.
How would I know what happened in Baloo?
Let me take it this far.
Are you kidding me?
Let me take it this far.
What the hell would I know?
How would I know what happened?
That's not even my role here. What the hell would I?
Hey, all right. So point blank period.
But I was going to ask you about.
Oh, go ahead.
The question that you asked
about
the jump outs, whatever, on two people. So you're saying they're saying they can just jump out on any two people together?
2 or 3.
I mean, to be honest with you, that just sounds unconstitutional on its face.
Oh, that's big.
Like to have a law to say it. Police will do what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? They'll find an excuse. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But to have a whole law, you know, it just sounds that way to me. So no, I wouldn't be for it at all. But they passing it though. The best case scenario is not maybe not that they're trying to keep their foot on your neck. Is that they're getting an extreme amount of pressure about crime in DC.
But it's all the carjackings.
I mean, it's all of it.
Yeah, and now you can't wear a
mask. All of it.
You can't wear a mask in DC either.
It's all of it.
Yeah,
it's all of it. So I sympathize with that, but with that,
Kurt, but you just say, bro. But listen, if you give your child your own, like you got a split image son, right? You give your son a whole bunch of listen, you already gave him the ill spill about vegetables and shit. You was like, yo, we eat these fruits like for 30 days, and then we go back to protein. Baby boy, you can get on vegetables and have whatever meat you want. You feel me? You got him trained like that. You got him ready for the world like that. And then here come the candy fillers. Then here come come on, man, just sip this Kool-Aid, man. Then here comes just fuck that apple sauce that you made from scratch. Let's fuck with these cereals that got magnets and shit like that in it, right? Who do you blame when you the one giving them the most shit? Like you just pumping them full of that shit now. You're pumping them full of that shit to the point of where though he say, "Hey pops, how I get back on what we used to be on?" That's what that jump out shit is, bro. Because we say it's unconstitutional, right? Then we say, oh, it could be implemented because the crime wave is definitely going crazy. They let the crime wave go crazy. So let's really talk about what's going on right now, present day. Cops do not patrol anymore. Cops sit at gas stations and tobacco stores where prominent gangster little kids that don't have nothing to do can't go to no type of recreational system because the basketball courts and the gyms and all that other stuff because they're gonna fuck around and have a shootout. They don't got no.
Well, I always say they ain't gotta do nothing no more. What they gotta do when everybody putting money and guns online? What do they have to do anymore when these young niggas is really talking about real murders? Like, what do the cops really have to do anymore?
That's why I say we all are needed on this podcast. And shout out to everybody how Pedro 3000 keep telling everybody. Because I just helped two little youngins put the 30s down. You know how hard it is to put the shit down to... Okay, all right. For instance, we're not going to look at it as guns. We're not going to look at it as switches and choppers and all this other dumb shit, man down type shit. We're gonna look at it as an energy type of thing, right? So let's just say Kurt got a diamond or a jewel that set off all types of motherfucking energy, all types of shit. It changed everybody's waves. It changed niggas, kids, women, everybody. Animals, dogs, all that dumb shit, right?
Right.
And the world say, the people that's trying to capture this man, the people that's trying to capture people that look like this man, people that's trying to capture you look like this man, right? How do we get them to put the shit down? You know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
I mean, they. I'm sorry.
My bad. No, my bad. Because I was gonna say, right? Because I coach basketball, right? Mm-hmm. I coach basketball where I grow up at, right? The little kids that I want to play basketball, they are more intrigued with the streets. It don't matter what you could offer them. Like they only, and I'm not gonna lie, they only come in when it's free pizza. I'm gonna break it down so we don't lose what I was just talking about. Watch this. It's probably 3 to 4 type of little youngers in the city that I know about because I was one of them little youngers, right? You either a single mom, like you got a single mom, right? And she probably either working or she on welfare. So whatever your money option is gonna be with that, it's gonna be with that. And however she bring you up, that's gonna be how that go. Then you got the ones that actually did have 2 parents. Like the nigga stayed in there, whether it was the real father or stepfather or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's supposed to, or that girl's supposed to get a little bit of guys from that motherfucker, but it's depending on what type of 2 motherfuckers those are. Because they could be some street motherfuckers. His mother and father could be some street motherfuckers, or they could be some government working motherfuckers. And that nigga still be on some carjacking ass shit with little Junebug from Southwest. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Why didn't you go down the road of criminal shit? Because you've been around people that's doing criminal shit. So why didn't you do it?
It's usually circumstances that you can't help. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You kind of come up in that. It's mostly about poverty. You know what I mean? Like criminal stuff is mostly about poverty, and it's your surrounding. Mm-hmm. So it just breeds it. So if it's around, and I was lucky enough to not always. I didn't live in Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? You can't call where I grew up Beverly Hills, but I didn't live in certain circumstances. You ain't live in Southeast. I didn't live in certain unfortunate circumstances that some of my friends did. But I that's the only thing I can credit to. I'm not any smarter than anyone else. I guess I do see something. I see some things a little different. How does all that kind of pertain? What do you think? We all disagree that that's overreach. Mm-hmm. That's overreach. Right. But they have to. Clearly, you see, they have to do something. Mm-hmm. Like they've got a different. It's also different demographics in the city. If you know what I mean, than it was when we were coming up.
Well, much different. Let me ask you a question.
So they're getting different pressure.
Okay.
So when you're a government, when you're a mayor, and the pressure that you're getting is from Chinatown, where all your businesses are, where your businesses taxes come from, where you have Gucci and Montclair and the Wizards used to be. Now they're going to leave. So when you get these type of pressures, these million.
Black First family, welcome to Black Logic, where you will receive Black empowerment pieces, political insight, and every now and again I do relationship commentary. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Watch out for my pre-recorded and my live video releases. But let me tell you about another channel called What's Happening Slim, where my boy Slim are doing grassroots interviews of up-and-coming artists, those artists that you may not know of, those artists that only their neighborhood and communities may know, that pretty soon will become mainstream and you'll never have a chance to even know them on a personal level. But you go over to What's Happening Slim, you get those questions and those answers that he'll be asking now, and before they make it big, they won't be asking those certain questions. So this is to get the scoop. Go over into What Happened Slim.
Our homes in these areas, that's where government is going to pay some attention. They have to. And then when you have these type of crimes, it's clear we have too much crime in the city. So although I you know, sometimes I think it's a little exaggerated. We've been here before. I'll just say that, but we do have too much crime in the city. But
So
you know,
just
they have to.
just
You know,
tell
she has to do
everybody
something.
you got a
This is
choice.
clear. This is clear overreach. This is clear overreach. But I
Right.
think she has to do something. I think the best thing we can do is try to come up with solutions that we think, because none of us want the crime. So give them the solutions that we think work and fight for those.
Can I ask you a real
Yep.
question?
And fight for those.
I want to ask you a real question, right? So, what was your feelings, and what did you think when you found out your cousin, oh shit, he got locked up, and then like now he got to leave, and now he got locked up again. Like this nigga just keep locking up. Like what? I mean, keep getting locked up. But what was your initial feelings as? Because not a lot of people
I was
know
just surprised at the second one.
what family goes through when somebody else. Because the person that's getting locked up may not feel like nobody care about them.
Right.
But in all actuality, people do care about them. So what was your feeling when your family member did that?
The second one, I was just surprised.
You said the second one?
Yeah, because I think I don't want to get into, but I think the second one was somewhere else. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the second one, I was surprised because my whole thinking was, you know, folks in certain circumstances, they gonna go through certain shit sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right,
trying to
bump
get
your
stuff.
head
So the
learn.
first one, I sort of, you know, what can you do when he coming home? You know what I mean? But the second one, I was just kind of, I was a little more disappointed, and I didn't even know clearly the whole circumstance. I was a kid, so you know, kids by nature don't have empathy. You know, and from you wasn't a kid, you grew up so much quicker than me. You know what I mean? What was you for the first time you were locked up? How old were you, bro?
13.
Yeah, like bro, I couldn't even. You know, I couldn't even. They don't even have like, you know, the doctors think that the kids don't even have it in them to be empathetic. Think about it. Your kids aren't empathetic when they're little. They can think about themselves. You know, their entertainment, their hunger. So. But anyway, I just wasn't. And then the second one, I think I was old enough to kind of recognize, man, in different circumstances, I expected more from him. This dude is one of the best basketball players I've ever seen at that age. You know what I mean? So if he could have honed into that, I thought that's what was happening there. And then that happened, so it was a little disappointing.
But you know,
and then by that time, when that happened, how old was you?
15.
Yeah, so I'm
15.
I'm in high school doing a lot. 15. So that was a difficult period.
No, when I left, no. How old was I?
But I just don't think that,
because I stayed with y'all before I left to go to Seattle.
I don't think that what defines people though. Yeah, I don't think of it. I don't think of it like that. I don't think of the worst things you've done.
Okay, so I'm
doesn't define you, and you don't have to be that.
No, I'm gonna come back to that.
You don't have to be that.
I appreciate you for saying that it disappointed you. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people be like, "Oh man, yeah, I tried to tell them this. You ain't trying to tell me shit." No. But you said no. I'm young too. I don't know what to tell you, right. But I'm disappointed.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Because you're one of the best basketball players I know. But at the same time,
as I got my little input on it too, because I'm here. I'm there. I'm doing it. I'm like I just said. I even interjected on you saying Swizzy one of the best basketball players. Like this, my brother, bro. I bust his ass, bro. Like we played it. He played against the best. We played against the best. We all were.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. You ain't never bust my ass. Slam, hey, Slam.
I ain't gonna
Hey, Slam.
We ain't talking one-on-one.
Oh yeah, nah, not one-on-one, but Cheney and all of them. Yeah.
Because the city will talk about me. You know that. the city know who plays mob is for real with that basketball and that football. But I'm saying to say this, I was there with him, so I didn't feel like nothing was out of ordinary. out of the ordinary. Because we had this conversation before about if you come outside and you see a pimp with a Rolls Royce and that's all you see.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for real, petty crimes, regular crimes, us stopping us from getting jumped or shot or stabbed or whatever, wherever we was at because of our circumstances and stuff like that, I ain't seen nothing wrong with it. I saw it as survival. I saw it as, this is what we got to do every day we go to the bus stop? All right, cool. This is what we got to do every day to go to the store? Cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to switch gears for a minute.
Switch gears.
So, what do you think about the soldiers being killed by the drone?
I feel like that's what they planned was going to be. That's what they trained all these little youngers on these Xbox and PlayStations and game systems and stuff like that.
Or is it
had them got these little containers
sort of
hiding somewhere, controlling drones, learning how to use them and synchronize. All right, so watch this. Because I don't know, I ain't see it yet, but why people getting killed by drones, all we seen was people celebrating with drones. Put big old congratulations and drawing shit in the sky with the drones. So they keeping your mind focused on that. Instead of however many people just got smoked by the drones.
I mean, are you wondering about just the use of drones in general? Is that what we're talking about?
I'm talking about how you feel about.
I mean, clearly we don't want any soldiers to die, but if we're talking about drones, yeah, we all agree on that.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely, I know you.
To their family. Yeah.
No.
What I'm saying is, how do you feel about, because I think on the last podcast we was talking about the movies, and that's a lot of movies now coming out now, where they using drones, and now they're really using drones to kill people.
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Personally, I don't mind the drones. It could.
And why?
I think that if we're going to kill those people,
okay.
You know what I mean. So it just puts less soldiers at risk. That's the truth of it. I mean, maybe I'm speaking like a former, you know what I mean. But we're going to kill those terrorists. We're going to kill them. So we either got to send the colonel in. You know what I mean? Or we got to send a drone. They may shoot our drone down, we'll buy another one. You know what I mean? And that's really what's going on. When we do these we're supposed to, in my mind, this is what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to be in no big scale war, Iraq and Afghanistan. We were always send a small unit here, deal with this little thing, stop it from going crazy.
But you know what
I know that all these things are some, are a part of that. You know what I mean?
I don't get why people.
If you accept the government line, how people are.
But people say, we shouldn't go to war. We should do this. Do you know if we don't go to war, they're gonna bomb the shit out of us?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of times it's for our friends because
don't get sidetracked. Talk about this drone. Talk about what a drone can do.
Well, I mean, it can't do as much as a human. You know what I mean? It can't do much as if I sent a fighter jet over there, but it might be more precise. You know what I mean? Because it's a smaller target. I mean, I'm talking about it like the military would. They're not going to think, it just sounds bad. Oh, you're playing video games with it. They're going to kill that target anyway. There's no doubt about it. It's just I don't have to risk either a plane or humans to do it.
So we talking about,
and I can be surgical with it.
We talking
now. It
about
sucks when your guys get killed by it.
A drone can get a whole overview layout of maybe I want to say blocks of homes, and then it can zoom in on a home or a single target. Night vision, day vision.
Yeah, I mean, but a fighter jet could do that. That's what I'm saying. They're going to get to these targets.
Yeah, but a fighter jet is loud.
It's
You can see
well, it's not
And
that it's not that loud. It's not that loud at 60,000 feet, bro.
this is stealth. These drones
At
are
night.
stealth. And I'm talking about nano mite type small drones, bug type drones that's big as a cat, drones that's big as a mountain lion, drones that's big as a small Yugo.
I think all these things can become a problem because all these things can end up in the wrong hands, and sooner or later, you know. So I'm not with weapons at all. To be frank with you, I'm a little weird. I go back and forth. I wish nobody. I wish we was like the other.
Until they take
So
your life.
I wish
in
we was
my
like some
opinion,
other countries where you just no, you only own hunting rifles. Yeah, I mean people get killed by knives. You know what I mean? So it's not this mass murder that we have. But but I'm practical. People got guns now. I'm not saying take anybody's guns. I'm not saying that. But I just wish we would have done this differently from the beginning.
So you just want a knife fight?
Well, no, you give people rifles. They can protect their house. You can protect your house with a rifle. You can't protect your house with a rifle?
They should be able to.
Or a short rifle?
That's a Draco.
I mean, they say the best home protection is either a revolver or a short shotgun.
She only had 2.
I'm that guy that only comments skit on shit because I'm always suspect. That guy that comments put skit.
Skit.
Right. I mean, I hate skits, bro.
Skit.
Ones you trying to, I mean, skits are cool, but ones you trying to make it like they're real, I don't like those type of shit, bro. I know you.
That's crazy.
Give me the real.
Crazy. What you would do? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I didn't see that. Definitely didn't see anything like to it. Them video, 3 hours.
Oh, we gotta talk about now that I see the joint.
I didn't hear anything she said. I just heard D.L. Hughley.
We gotta talk about that because I know.
I just heard D.L. Hughley.
I told you to keep your ears to the street, so you ain't look at the Monique joint.
I didn't.
I watched it. I watched it at work. It took me so long. Hey, shout out to Club Shay Shay because
you getting the interviews,
I'm
ain't
at work. I got to work. You hear me? And I was watching that joint, man. It took me all the way till I clocked out, man, to finish it. Get home, man. I just knew we was going to talk about it on the cast.
So did they talk that? I'm sorry. Just let me ask this quick. So you watched the whole thing. Did they talk the whole time?
The whole time.
Like sitting there for, I didn't know, was there something in between or?
And then the show started.
3 hours.
So what everybody is saying is that she's just complaining. Like like her Netflix was ass. I'm gonna say it. D.L. Hughley. I don't need to say allegedly. D.L. Hughley said her Netflix drank some ass. Her lawyers can't get her name right on the fucking contract.
I think it's rated bad in general.
She's just bitter because once you with her and you do her right, you good. But once you don't do something for her, now you're against her and you're not one of her babies.
I think they had some long-standing beef about a comedy show.
But you're not one of her babies.
And who was going to headline in the comedy show.
Oh,
and there was some type of beef about that. Yeah.
No,
and
she talked about that. I think she talked about that.
Yeah, the D.L. Hughley something with his kids. Like they just been back and forth, man. I think it's funny how rich people argue with each other. If I was rich, I would have nobody to argue with.
First off, I'm gonna block you.
I'm the happiest man on the planet.
Black female that was funny to you coming up. Like both of y'all, I'm looking at both of y'all, looking at my co-host, like really for real, Monique. But now name some other females that was lit, that was showing you stuff and teaching you stuff and making you laugh back in the day before her or while she was coming up that made you laugh.
But okay, you said name some females that could have taught Monique or that did.
Just name some funny females, I guess.
Nah, but basically.
I'm gonna come under 5. I'm gonna come under 5 for this, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna come under 5 for this, and my wife know this, and she know what I'm about to say. I do not like female comedians. Female comedians are not funny to me. The only female
Samoa's
comedians,
funny.
nope, the only female comedians that are funny to me is Dominique, Samoa, and I can't think of them. Oh no, I like Sarah J is cool. Sarah J cool, but yeah, I don't like because
no offense and no disrespect to none of those artists and those comedians or whoever they are.
Nigga, take it how you take it.
I don't know them. I think I know some more. That name some more. But listen,
Samoa's hilarious.
You don't know Dominique?
Dominique from DC. I didn't watch. They didn't make me stay still for 20 to 30 minutes, for however long the show was. They didn't make me stay still and laugh.
Hell no, I don't like.
I mean, she's not. Her stand up now is just grievances. Like, just I mean, let's be serious, man. Like, is that what we're gonna do, man? I'm like, tell some jokes because I can't listen, bro. This the thing with me, bro. It's motherfuckers out there hungry, B. Can't feed their kids, this, that, and the third. I don't want to hear no rich people's grievances. You gotta keep them to yourself. Come out and do the act. Tell the jokes. You know what I mean? Joke on people. Do whatever you do. But damn, bro.
You know me.